Welcome to this video podcast from the International Al Jolson Society. Starting as an audio podcast in 2007, this is a look into the works and legacy of the world's greatest entertainer, Al Jolson. An unrivaled star of stage, screen, and recording, his influences are felt even today, more than 60 years after his passing. This week's podcast is from the January 26th, 1943 broadcast of Al Jolson's Colgate Program. Al Jolson opened the program singing, "I'm Going Back to the Shack Where the Black-Eyed Susans Grow." After this, some topical World War II scripted humor, and comments about Monty Woolley, who would become a regular on the program. Carol Bruce, the female singer of the show, then sang Basin Street Rag.
The Colgate Show, starring Al Jolson and Monty Woolley, with Carol Bruce, Parky Carcass, Ray Blanc, and his orchestra. And here's Al.
I'm going back to the shack where the black-eyed Susans grow. I love them so. They're all around on the ground where I found the one I know. So long ago, the honeybees all know I'm coming. I seem to hear them softly humming. You'll be losing your little Susan. You better be getting busy, buzzing around to stroll again down the lane to the plain old rustic seat. Will be a treat. Then I'll bring out the ring for the finger of my sweet. She's mighty sweet. And when I'm tied to the pride of the countryside, maybe I'll introduce you to my corn-fed bride when I get back to the shack where the black-eyed Susans grow. There's a quaint old-fashioned farmhouse down a pretty little lane where the daisies make a pathway to the fields of golden grain. There a little gal is waiting where I found her long ago. Something tells me I'll be welcome where the black-eyed Susans grow. I'm going back to the shack where the black-eyed Susans grow. I love them so. They're all around on the ground where I found the one I know. So long ago, the honeybees all know I'm coming. I seem to hear them softly humming. You'll be losing your little Susan. You better be getting busy, buzzing around to stroll again down the lane to the dear old rustic seat. Will be a treat. Then I'll bring out the ring for the finger of my sweet. She's mighty sweet. And when I'm tied to the pride of the countryside, maybe I'll introduce you to my blushing bride when I get back to the shack where the black-eyed Susans grow. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and a very pleasant Tuesday to you all. And it certainly is a pleasant Tuesday. That is, if you've read the papers. You know, Mr. Hitler is getting pretty shaky. He's going from door to door in Germany, making a survey of all of his followers, a sort of a louse-to-louse canvas.
Say, Al, isn't there some mistake in this script? It says Al Jolson and Monty Woolley. We had him last week.
Yeah, we're going to have him from now on. and that means trouble. Is that guy conceited? Freddie, he's the most egotistical man I ever met. You know something? He thinks he's funnier than I am. Really, he does.
He's that bad, Al?
Worse. I can't understand why the sponsor ever decided to use that hunk of masculine monotony. Him and his beard. He gets in your coffee and everything, no kidding. Let me tell you something, Fred. I wouldn't have Woolley on my show if they gave him to me with a pound of butter. Get this. He's just a sarcastic old foof. That's what he is. And the only one I've ever heard say a kind word about him is Monty Woolley. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Carol Bruce will sing a song dedicated to Monty Woolley's beard, entitled The 12th Street Rag.
No, Al. Tonight I'm going to sing an extra special song for an extra special bunch of boys. Those hard-working, tough-fighting sweethearts of mine in Camp Hood, Texas. Are you listening, boys? It's Basin Street Blues. I'm gonna go. I'm going back where I know I'll be home, and I never will roam anymore. Won't you come along with me down the Mississippi? We'll take a boat to the land of dreams, steam right down the river down to New Orleans. Oh, the band's there to meet us, old friends to greet us. That's the place I long to be. Heaven on earth, they call it Basin Street. Oh, Basin. Now you're chasing those blues away. Basin Street is the street where all the light and the dark folks meet. In New Orleans, the land of my dreams, you never know how nice it seems and just how much it really means. Glad to be, yes, sirree, where welcome's free and so dear to me, where I can lose those Basin Street blues. Oh, look at that Basin Street is the street where all the het cats, the light and the dark folks meet. In New Orleans, land of dreams, you never know how nice it seems and just how much it really means. Glad to be, oh yes, sirree, where welcome's free and so dear to me, where I can lose, where I can go what I choose. Bye-bye, Basin Street Blues.
This entire radio program is available on the website of the International Al Jolson Society, www.jolson.org. That's JOLSON.org. Along with many other radio shows, Jolson recordings, video clips, and information about the world's greatest entertainer. Be sure to visit the site and listen for the next podcast. As Al Jolson said, in the words he made famous,
You ain't heard nothing yet.